Ladies, gentlemen, special guests, we're about to start the ceremony, so if you could please take your seats. Thank you.
Okay, stage guests and audience, it is my great honor to present the graduating class of 2025. Everyone, please be seated. Before we begin the ceremony, we kindly ask that all electronic devices are turned to silent mode. Thank you. Today, we are meeting in person and virtually from many communities throughout the Newfoundland and Labrador. Our members from the island are working from the ancestral homeland of the Mi'kmaq and Beothuk peoples, and our participants from the Labrador are from the land of the original people of Labrador, the Innu and Inuit. We offer our respect to all our indigenous culture and recognize their continued connection to the land. Please stand if you are able and join in the singing of the first and the last verse of the Ode to Newfoundland. And the ode will be performed by Tyler Humby, a student of the Applied Music program.
When sun rays crown like pine-clad hills, and summer spreads her hand, and silver voices tune thy rills, we love thee, smiling land. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, smiling land. As once our Father, so we loved. Where once thee stood, we stand. Their prayers we send to heaven above. God guard thee, Newfoundland. God guard thee, God guard thee, God guard thee, Newfoundland.
Tyler, please be seated. My name is Ranjan Patro, and I'm your MC for this morning's session of the 24-25 College of the North Atlantic graduation ceremony for the Principal Drive, Ridge Road, and Seal Cove campuses. Graduates, today is a celebration of your resilience, dedication, and countless hours you have poured into reaching these remarkable achievements. We are truly honored to be part of this moment with you. To the family and friends, your encouragement, patience, and belief in our graduates has been a steady source of strength, whether it is through a much-needed pep talk or late-night snacks or just being there. You have played an invaluable role in this journey. Graduates, before we move forward, let's take a moment to show your appreciation to all those who have stood beside you, and your loved one, your faculty, your classmates, and anyone else who has helped guide and support you a long way. While today we shine a spotlight on your academic achievements, we also want to recognize everything we have accomplished beyond the classroom. Graduates, this year you did not just study, you excelled. You brought your creativity to life through radio broadcasts, musical performance, visual arts, gallery exhibitions, and fashion show that truly wowed us all. You participated in business case competitions and proudly presented us at the Provincial Skill Canada competition. And several students went on to compete at the National Skill Competition in Saskatchewan, bringing home 5 gold medals, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. In fact, one of our students will also represent the Canada and the Team Canada on the world stage as part of the Team Canada at world scale. And I witnessed while I was present in the Scale Canada event. It is such a marvelous to see many of you participated and won those medals. Additionally, a team of students from the business program recently took part in the first ever virtual EcoNext Ideathon that emerged victorious. Students tackle complex engineering capstones projects, led service learning initiatives, completed hands-on industrial trade practicum and workshops, and still made time to give back through meaningful community outreach. Graduates, your hard work, passion, and heart have truly made a difference, and we could not be prouder of everything you have achieved. Now, I'd like to introduce the stage guest. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce our stage guest. I ask you, please hold your applause until the introductions are complete. Beginning on my immediate right in the first row, Leeds Winning, President and CEO of College of the North Atlantic. Minister John Abbott, Minister of Seniors and Minister responsible for Newfoundland and Labrador Housing Corporation. Mark Bradbury, Chair, Board of Governor. Trudy O'Neill, Associate Vice President, Campus Operation. David S. Smith, Dean of Academic and Applied Arts and Tourism. Cyril Dyke, Dean of Health Sciences. Gary Thompson, Dean of School of Sustainable and Development. Ted Cardigan, Director of CNA Foundation. In the back row, Amanda Windsor, Student Services. And Shara Peters, Valedictorian. Gus Yetman, Associate Dean, School of Academic, Applied Arts and Tourism. Lori Chuck, Associate Dean, Early Childhood Education. Gus Ray Fenley, Campus Manager, Paul Hope Center. I'm pleased to welcome the Honorable John Abbott, Minister of Seniors and Minister responsible for Newfoundland and Labrador Housing Corporation, who will be deliver the address to the student on behalf of the Minister of Education, Bernard Davis.
Let's turn these up a bit. Good morning, everyone, and it's certainly my pleasure to be here. Now, I see the graduates fanning themselves. Well, it's even hotter up here with these lights blazing on top of us. And I wasn't dismayed that you clapped for the president, but you didn't clap for me or anybody else. But she probably holds something over each one of you, so I can assume that. Well, and the other good thing about graduating, of course, today is you don't have to listen to any of them anymore. You're on your own as of today. Now, you got your parents and loved ones and partners behind you, and if you owe them any money, bills yet to be paid, don't cut the ties too early. Just make sure that you got all that secured before you fly out into the big wide world that you are entering. Look, it's been, I'm sure, sort of an interesting few years for you in terms of the studies, but as I know, as a graduate of many, many years ago, the people I went through school and certainly through university with, in my case, the professors I had, I'm still in regular contact with my colleagues for that period. And your friendships do last over time, and you will recall those. And I think when you look ahead over the next days and weeks, obviously you've got the immediate issue of, job, looking for employment, looking for housing for those who need to do that. And that's very immediate. And yes, we've all faced that. I know when I finished graduate school and came back to St. John's, like now, there was nowhere to live. And I love my parents, and they love me, but it was time to leave the nest. But you make do, you figure it out, and that's part of the learning experience. And that's the real life experience that you will now certainly be entering upon. And I certainly want to give a vote of thanks and appreciation to the academic staff and those who have guided you along the way, taught you what you needed to know, imparted their wisdom and direction, and you took from them what you needed to get you obviously to this point. So on behalf of the Minister of Education, Bernard Davis, and the Government of Newfoundland and Labrador, I want to wish you all the success. You deserve it. The future is, in terms of Newfoundland and Labrador, if you listen to the government speak and propaganda, if I can put it that way, we are, really on the embarking on some very, very significant economic opportunities here in the province. Obviously, we are dealing with the Hydro-Quebec and the development and expansion of hydroelectric services in Labrador, and what that will entail, and additional revenues coming to help us expand public services, particularly in the area of early childhood education and health services. We have obviously looking at offshore development with the Bay du Nord project, which may hopefully get liftoff in very short order. And of course, we made some announcements, at least information around the potential for natural gas. So that's just those three projects in themselves could really change this province. But we also have our tourism potential, our technology potential, and our fisheries potential. So we are in a very good spot. But the road is going to be bumpy in some cases along the way and in your own careers, but stay focused on what you're interested in, what you love to do. Keep your friends, and as I say, keep your enemies closer, but I'm sure you don't have any of those yet. So, folks, again, congratulations, a job well done, and I'm sure I will be seeing you in the community, and anytime you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. All the best, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Minister. Next, I'm pleased to welcome Leeds Winnie, President and CEO of the College of the North Atlantic, to bring greetings from the college.
Good morning, folks. Oh, you're going to have to do a little bit better than that. It's a beautiful day out there. You're graduating. You're getting rid of them off the payroll. Come on, folks. Good morning. It's a little bit better. I wouldn't say there was a lot of enthusiasm. So one more time. Good morning. Good morning. Excellent.
Good morning, Miss.
Yeah, good morning, Miss. Yeah. This is probably one of my favorite days of the year. I love seeing all of you in your gowns, in your hoods, in your hats. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to lead an incredible institution. But I don't just stand here alone. We stand here with many, many folks. And I want the students, especially you guys, I want you to applaud. I want a round of applause for the faculty, the instructors that have impacted your lives. Just a minute. I want you to applaud for the staff and employees at College of the North Atlantic who have impacted your lives, because there's always that person over at the front desk who you've been, constantly going to get help. I look at Minnie, and I know Minnie, and I know a lot of you know Minnie, right? There's people like Minnie, our SDOs, who are always there to help you, right over here in the front row. Usually when I'm in smaller graduations, a lot of the faculty are sitting behind me, most of them. But in this case, they're kind of thrown everywhere because this is a big event to orchestrate. So I would really like a big round of applause for our faculty and staff who help and who make you where you are today. It's them. It really is. I was also told by the mic people I have to clap like this because otherwise they'll be deaf after I finish with that. So congratulations. Thank you very much, Minister, for your very kind words of encouragement. I did remember what he said at the end. He said, if you need anything, call him. Loans, whatever you want. He said, did you all hear him? I heard him. You said that. They got to be careful what they say. I'll make sure I repeat it. I'm going to chat with you guys today, and I'm also very cognizant of where the speakers are. So I'm trying not to move a lot, but I am going to address the graduates. And I'm going to talk to you today about my favorite book. And your guys are going, oh my God, she wants us to read. Oh no. I do want you to read when you're ready. I do want you to pick up the book when you're ready. It's called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And the book is approximately 28 years old. It came out in 1997, probably well before most of you were born. But it is a phenomenal book. I have read this book over and over and over again, and I actually wish that I could have read it in 1997. I graduated in 1991, so that would have been a really great time for me to pick up this book, but I didn't. The book talks about 7 sort of mantras or values throughout the book. Today I'm going to share 3 of them with you, which means that you have to read the book in order to get the other 4. The book is about a lawyer in New York City, big, powerful lawyer. He's in his 50s. He has everything, including the Ferrari, because that's what he's selling. That's the title, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. He has everything. He has the house. He has the money. He has every worldly belonging item that you could possibly imagine. He's in court on a Monday morning. We can all sort of see where this one's going, I think. He has a heart attack right in the middle of the courtroom, right as he was standing up on stage, and has a heart attack. In fast forwarding, obviously his life is flashing before him. Every good book would have that. And he comes to the realization that he doesn't have everything. He actually has to give things up. He says, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not feeling like I'm contributing to the world. I feel very inconsequential, even though he's a very high-powered lawyer. So he sells everything, and he moves to India. I'm not suggesting everybody leave and move somewhere. I'm just telling you the story. So don't get on a plane quite yet. We want them to stay in Newfoundland, right, Minister? Yes. So he moves to India and goes and lives with a series of monks. And these monks are there to teach him about the real meaning of life and these 7 virtues. So virtue number 1 that I'm going to talk to you about today is called mastering your mind. Now you're all kind of going, okay, she's getting deep. But mastering your mind is really about moving the negative thoughts out of your mind and replacing them with positive ones. So what exactly does that mean? Well, I'll give you a great example. I was doing a graduation ceremony in Bay St. George last week. My morning started off with a flood from the bathroom toilet, which is never a good thing. Water everywhere. I thought, oh no, this is going to be my day today. Oh my gosh. Then it started off again a little bit later, and I spilt my coffee all over my desk, computer and all. Now I'm really kind of going, oh no, this is my day. But instead of going, oh no, this is my day, I replaced those feelings with kind of, oh well, you know, things happen, moving on to the next event. I don't want to frame my mind based on the events that have happened that are out of my control. When we get stuck in traffic and we get frustrated and we feel like our day is ruined or that we're going to be late or whatever is happening, that event is out of our control. So we need to replace those thoughts and those feelings with, okay, I'm in the moment, what am I going to do? I'm going to turn the music on, I'm going to listen to a podcast, I'm going to do whatever I can do in the car to change my mindset and keep going. So he speaks a lot about that. He speaks a lot about really believing in yourself, believing in the choices you make, and taking chances and not getting caught up in those bad moments that you think are ruining your day. The next virtue that I want to talk to you about, and this is probably the last 2 I'm going to speak to are probably my favorites. It's the virtue of following your purpose and having passion. That's a big one. So I would suspect that a lot of you are in fields, I would suspect most of you are here today, are following a passion. You're in early childhood education. You're in LPN. I think we have mostly health sciences here, folks, today, right? Health sciences, everybody's nodding, yeah. So you have a passion to help. You need to continue to follow your passion. And one of the phrases that he says here is, your I can is far greater and outweighs your IQ. So believing in yourself, believing that you can do something, believing in that you can be something and do something different is far more important than perhaps how smart you are. Your desires and your passions are far greater. You need to have a vision. Many of you have had visions. I want to become a licensed practical nurse. That is my vision. And you develop the path to get to that vision. Well, you need to do that with your life. You need to say, I want to do this. I want to buy a Ferrari. How am I going to get there? How am I going to achieve that goal? Build your path, build your vision. Always have your vision in mind. And the last one is selflessly serve others. Extremely important. It's to have that connection with your communities, with the people around you. It's about giving back. It's about coaching the hockey team, the soccer team, being there for the Girl Guides, the Boy Scouts, whatever we're calling everything today. It's about creating a better world and believing in things. It's really about advocating. Lots of advocating happening in the US right now. We'll probably see some of the biggest advocating happening on the weekend. Advocating for what you believe in. Making your mark on this world. You're sitting here right now. Many of you have had mentors within the college, within your families, within friends, Maybe it was in high school, somebody who impacted you. I want you to go out in this world, and I want you to impact somebody else. I want you to mentor somebody else like somebody mentored you. I want you to impact the life of somebody else as they're coming up. That is the biggest and best gift that you can give to anyone, because all of you know how you felt when you were impacted by that person. You had that go-to. You had that person that could help you. You had that guidance. Those are big, big qualities to have. And that's what makes the beautiful word community come together. So I want to congratulate you today. It's a big day. I want you to celebrate. One of the things that we don't do very well as a society is we don't celebrate. Not as well as we should. So I do want you to celebrate. I want you to celebrate with your families, your friends. I met a few of you in the audience earlier with little ones, so there's moms and dads out there who are graduating today. Celebrate with your children. Make today special, and I wish you the most beautiful of futures, and don't forget we are always here for you. Please come back and visit us and tell us what you're doing, but go out there and make your mark. Thanks very much.
Thank you, President Winnie. Graduates, friends, and guests, we will now move to the presentation of the certificate and diplomas. We ask that you hold your applause until the end of each program. Graduates, when you receive your certificate or diploma, please take a moment to face to the left so that our photographer can take a good capture of the moment. Ray, if you please stand to introduce the graduate for this session.
President Winnie, if you would, please stand to present the graduating class with their certificates and their diplomas. I would also ask Ms. Dyke to stand and present our Schools of Health Sciences graduates with their alumni pins. These pins signify graduates have completed their time with us as students and will always be valued members of the CNA family. You will also notice some students today receiving honor cords as they cross the stage. Students receiving these cords have achieved an overall grade point average of 4.0 with no grade less than 80%. Some students will also receive a President's Medal to signify they have attained the highest overall average in their program. Honors cords and President's Medals presented today reflect programs with a completion date of the end of the winter semester. For programs finishing either at the end of intersession or the end of spring semester, honor cords and President's Medals will be presented after graduation. And finally, please hold your applause until the final graduate from each program area has received their diploma. And on a personal note, I will say A, congratulations, and B, please bear with me as I do my level best to pronounce some names that are not from up the Southern Shore. So accepting that, thank you. Accepting that, I would now like to call on our registered graduates. I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Oh, my God. See. So welcome to Live Performance 101. We skipped this part. Medical Laboratory Technology. I have Kelsey Budgell. Kelly Butler.
I'm going to take the mystifying part of things out and so that you can actually be prepared for when you come up here. I do ask you a couple of questions. This is not a test. It's just, see, you're all nervous and you all just want off the stage. I do ask you a few questions, and one of them is going to be what you're going to be doing after this. So you can prepare in your mind as you're sitting there and wondering, oh no, it's me next. And yeah, so we'll take the mystery out of it for you.
Crystal Byrne. Hillary Carpenter. Michaela Delaney. Sarah Ford. Emma Hookey. Valerie King. Jenna Lovelace. Lindsay Lynch.
Only about the graduates, I want you to pay particular attention to the lovely shoes that come across this stage and how amazingly they manage to maneuver without having any incidents. So that deserves a congratulation in itself.
Austin McCarthy. Anna Noftel. Jill Parsons. Mackenzie Patey. Jennifer Power. Alicia Robichaud, Honor Cord. Peter Saunders, Honor Cord and President's Medal of Excellence. The boys are on a roll. Jasmine Strickland, Honor Cord. Emma Thornhill. Megan Whalen. Next, I'll call for medical radiography. Jillian Collier, Honor Cord. Amy Connors, Honor Cord. Good job. Shelby Daw, Honor Cord. Amber Mitchellmore. Shaylin Pilgrim, Honor Cord and President's Medal of Excellence. Christopher Reardon. Natasha Ryan, Honor Cord. Joshua Stewart, Honor Cord. Jenna Welch, Honor Cord. McKenna White, Honor Cord. Personal care attendant. Abigail Adowa, Honor Cord.
Sort of videotaping, but we're from Ghana, and our family is watching from over there. So a big congratulations and hello to family in Ghana. Thank you.
Sharon Akujuobi, Honor Cord. Ikram Ali. Carla Jean Alino.
We're going to say hello to her children who are in the Philippines, and you will hopefully be bringing them back with you to come and live here in Canada. So that is awesome.
Dorothy Acer, Honor Cord. Mary Abigail Duano, Honor Cord. Abosede Egbowan. Timothy James Fano Fermalo. Emmanuel Giassi. Ruby Iwalokan. Funmilayo Ko, Honor Cord. Samuela Kusiwa, President's Medal of Excellence and Honor Cord. Sherji Ann Mapa. Daniel Mensah, Honor Cord. Megan Mully. Halima Musa Muhammad. And this is what it's all about. Congratulations.
Shout out to the family that's watching from Nigeria and Ariwa. Awesome.
Ma Joan Napari. Uchichukwu Obika. Lucky Ojegba. Jerry Jeff Owusu, Honor Cord. Theodore Sevier. Jeannie Rose Tungle. Robin Jerry Vergara. Next, we have primary care paramedicine. Cassidy Byrne. Ibini Clark. Emma Connell.
Folks know it's always very important for the president to be very in tune to their students, because one day they might actually be servicing me. And so we have PCA, we have ambulance, we have, an X-ray, they may take my blood. So, just remember to be nice to me when I'm on the other side.
Tessa Cox.
Hi, Tessa, how are you?
Emily Cunningham. Jessica Hanrahan. Kathleen Manuel. Mallory Nash. McKenna Patey. John Pizzana. Isabella Ryan. Christopher Saunders. Mackenzie Seguin. Haley Tucker. Keelan Tucker, President's Medal of Excellence and Honor Cord. Kristen Wall. John Weber. Rihanna White. Well done. Rehabilitation Assistant, Colleen Devine. Caden Howlett. And well done as well. Respiratory therapy. Lacey Blackwood. Samantha Bursey. Nicholas Donovan. Camille Dunbert. Tanisha Glover. Alyssa Halliday. Jaden Olmsted. Abigail Rule. Ella Shea. Caitlin Sweeney. Brianna Symes. Oh, hold that thought.
Hold the woo-woo. It's interesting being up here because I do ask them where they're going, and I must say 95% of them are telling me they're at the health sciences, they're at the hospital in Gander, they're at the hospital in Corner Brook. Like most of them are employed and doing something. But what's really neat, and I want you, audience, to think about this the next time you're actually in an emerge or in a hospital or, you know, doing in a situation of you know, requiring healthcare. Yes, there are doctors, but most of the time it's probably going to be one of our students at some point in time helping you, assisting you, and doing all that. And when I hear how many of them are, I just said to the young lady who just came across that they're going to have a big CNA party over there because I think all of our students were going in one particular area at health sciences. So think about it when you're actually there the next time, that you're actually going to be cared for by one of our students, which is a phenomenal, phenomenal feeling. So congratulations, guys. Lots of great work out there.
Brianna Symes. Well done, guys. Veterinary technician, Heather Cameron. I'm going to keep you on.
Not only will we take care of your, we'll also take care of your pets, but there's also something very unique about this next group of students. You guys are the very first batch of veterinary technicians that College of the North Atlantic is graduating. This was a brand new program 2 years ago, and these are the first graduating students, so congratulations.
Blake Corbett. You come from a rowdy crowd. Mackenzie Fitzpatrick. Guys, I thought my crowd were loud, but geez. Amy Gould. Sarah Kirby. Gracie Lundrigan. Regan Penny. You're starting a dart league next. This is great. Olivia Smith. Abigail White. Oh, boys, you can put her up now. Congratulations. I'd like now to call upon Ms. Davida Smith to stand and present our early childhood education graduates with their alumni pins. Bachelor of Arts, Early Childhood Education. Congratulations. Noelle Green.
So folks, it's always very, all graduates have kind of a story. And we have a little bit of a story here. She still has 3 weeks to go, so we're good, hopefully. But, you know, she's walking across the stage with her applied degree. She's done it while pregnant, whilst having, and I think I met Dad and right there he is. I met them outside, the little guy, and how old is he?
He'll be 2 in August.
And he'll be 2. So and moms out there, we all kind of know a 2-year-old pregnant doing your applied degree, and you finished your level 3 with a toddler. Like, that's amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Nicole Hall. Kelsey Hayes. Nicholas Mercer Honor Cord.
You know, I'll give you this. Every once in a while, we get a student that sort of connects with us. And is this year number 3, 4? 4 years. Every year he comes back and he wants another one. And he told me, I think 2 years ago, I will be walking across the stage with my applied degree in ECE. So, Nicholas, congratulate you. Are the poster child for CNA. And I'm going to get in trouble for touching my mic, but it's also about, you know, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for us at CNA to see the students come across with their applied degree, the hood. We take big risks in terms of justifying and making sure that we're offering the right programming. And I will tell you right now, from the bottom of my heart, I know that we offered the ECE applied degree, and it was the right thing to do. And I think there's 30 students that were coming across this stage with their hoods today, and that's absolutely incredible. But Nicholas, congratulations. So proud.
Megan Petton. Patricia Regular.
Everyone has a story, but there's stories that I like sharing. And 36 years ago, you started your position in early childhood education. Did you ever think there would be an applied degree that you could come across the stage?
Never.
Oh, congratulations. That's up. And there is no age limits to education. you know, it really brings about that. I mean, if you have a dream and you want to follow it, follow it. And I think a great example. I'm sure you taught the young ones some.
Actually, Noelle taught me.
Oh, Noelle, excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Angelina Robotham. Wow. Dakota Vatcher. Katie Wilton. Great job. Early Childhood Education Certificate, Melanie Beck. Holly Cleary. Amy Collins Honor Cord. Patricia Hayward. Tanis Hines. Dunia Matar. Ashley Pinsent. Isuru Siriwardana.
Mom and Dad who've come in from Sri Lanka. You flew here from Sri Lanka to attend graduation ceremony. That is, you are going to have a wonderful weekend. Congratulations.
Haley Squires. Madison Stacy, Honor Cord. Carrie Wheeler. Noreen Young. Great job. Early Childhood Education Diploma. Eyomikun Ayayemi. Hope Baker. Chloe Cole. Paula Cusano Leyva. Angeline Dalton. Olafunimalayo Famalusi. I know your mom and dad. See your mom. Aliyah Gushu. Gerline Kaur.
Shout out to mom, dad, and family who are watching from India. Awesome. Congratulations.
Haley Caravan. Well done. Myra Kippenhuck, President's Medal of Excellence and Honor Cord. Well played. Chelsea Menchenden. April Miller. Jessica Miller. Kennedy Meisner. Caitlin Penny. Sarah Peters, Honor Cord. Reagan Pilgrim. Lana Plowman. Shaylin Power. Sarah Reed. Taylor Rockwood Stokes. I love it. Caleb Smith. Sarah Smith. Madeline Stacy. Stephanie White. Congratulations all. Early Childhood Education Administration Leadership Advanced Diploma. Colleen Barrett. Melissa Jukin. Annette Drake. Navneet Kaur Honor Cord. Wow.
Very hard to get the honor cord that she has, so this is very important. Congratulations.
Krista Newhook. Maxine Slaney. Haley Thorne. Gwendolyn Thibault. Katrin Hines. Kayla King. Olivia Lee, Honor Cord. Natasha Murphy. Crescinda Nippard. Perfect. And life being what it is, thank you very much for everybody. Congratulate those. We have one more personal care attendant, Akua Antiwa. Please. Thank you, Davida, and I will pass it over to Ranjan, I believe. It's a big day for you.
Thank you, Ray. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying your certificate and diploma have been conferred. Wow, you all did it. I guess we'll make another project. Yes. I present the College of the North Atlantic graduating class of 2025. You will note in your programs there are several graduates who unfortunately are not unable to be with us today. We wish them well and acknowledge them as a graduate in absentia. Now, I'm delighted to welcome Sarah Peters as the valedictorian for the Health Sciences and Early Childhood Education graduating class.
Good morning, honored guests, distinguished faculty, proud families, and fellow graduates. My name is Sarah Peters, and I am deeply honored to stand before you all today as a valedictorian of the class of 2025. I'm graduating today as part of the Early Childhood Education program. However, when I began my post-secondary education, my Trojan career path was leading me in a much different direction. As a lifeguard and swimming instructor, I had been working with children for many years, but I didn't just want a job. I wanted to make a difference. That's why I chose the Early Childhood Education program here at CNA. I knew I wanted to be someone who impacted those important years of a child's life. When I enrolled at the College of the North Atlantic, I was returning to school as a mature student, and making the decision to do so was a daunting one. However, the College of the North Atlantic seemed like such a welcoming community with its small class sizes, unique programs, and work experience opportunities. During my time here at CNA, I've always felt supported, encouraged, and challenged in the best ways. CNA helped me to rediscover a part of myself that I'd left behind. I found a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for learning. I found a drive for education, helping others, for growing as an individual, and watching the amazing people grow around me. I am incredibly grateful for this opportunity to speak on behalf of such an extraordinary group of individuals. Individuals that I know have worked tirelessly to achieve the goal of graduating today. The long hours, late nights, early mornings, and unexpected challenges were also punctuated with unforgettable memories. Some of us didn't just have to balance schoolwork. We also had to balance jobs, family responsibilities, and anything and everything life threw our way. We leaned on each other, whether it was through study groups, words of encouragement, or simply being there for each other. Some friendships in college are like shooting stars, brief but beautiful. We may have shared a semester, a class, or a project. Early childhood education classes were unique because they were not just about essays and lectures. They were about real life experience, like observing children in the classroom or planning activities that will encourage and inspire them. For us to do so, we first needed to remember how to learn through play ourselves. And suddenly, just like the young children we will soon be working with, I was making friends while making Play-Doh, doing science experiments, and singing songs, and then staying up all night with those same friends writing a report about the development of a child's brain. The friendships myself and others formed here, whether a week, a year, or more, helped shape the way we experienced these past years. But we didn't just make this journey alone. Parents, siblings, grandparents, and loved ones, your encouragement, sacrifices, and belief in us helped us make it here today. Whether it was sacrificing time, energy, or resources, you've always put us first. To the families that are here and those watching from afar, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I want to take a moment to thank my mom and dad and loved ones that are here today. You've stood by me when I wasn't sure of myself and pushed me to meet all of my full potential. You've always answered my late night calls and celebrated every milestone. Thank you for being here today, and I love you. Every graduate here today was also fortunate to be part of a school that fostered not only academic excellence, but personal growth. Our teachers didn't just instruct us, they believed in us, challenged us, and cheered us on. Somewhere along the way, our teachers became more than just educators. They became like family. They celebrated our wins, comforted us through failures, and stood by us through every obstacle the way a family would. One of my instructors attended the 2025 award ceremony in April, where I was honored to receive the Sisters of Mercy Scholarship. She stood in the audience for me when my family was unable to travel from Ontario for the ceremony, and that meant so much to me. I'm incredibly grateful to all of my instructors for their dedication, their knowledge, and their passion for teaching. Your guidance helped me grow in a way I didn't expect and was a huge positive impact on my college journey. The staff behind the accommodation services made sure that every student, regardless of their individual challenges, had the tools and resources to succeed. Whether it was through extended test times, alternative learning methods, or just being there to offer support, their dedication made a world of difference to many of us. Thank you to everyone who helped me along the way, and to my fellow graduates, I am so proud of us. Becoming an alumni of CNA means joining a community that extends far beyond graduation. We will be recognized for our high-quality education and early work experience from work terms and field placements. As alumni, we will never truly be disconnected from this place. We will always have access to a network to help us guidance our careers, reconnect with old friends, and continue learning. People who know me know I love to read. One of my favorite authors, Emily Henry, once wrote, "I feel a bittersweetness that this moment can't last, that time will pull us along soon. But for the first time in a while, I'm excited about the unknown. I'm looking forward to the surprises." Graduates, the future is wide open, and we now have the tools and the confidence to step into it boldly. Whether we are continuing our education, entering the workforce, or pursuing a passion, we have earned this, and we are ready for what comes next. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Please come forward to accept a token of our appreciation. Everyone, please stand if you are able for the joining singing of the national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras c'est porter le pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, le plus brilliant exploit. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Thank you, Tyler, for sharing your musical talent with us today. Graduates, you are now part of the CNA's alumni. We promise to be there for you beyond graduation to provide resources and support in your career path. Please stay connected and let us know how you are doing throughout your life journey. Once again, congratulations and be proud of your accomplishment. This day marks just the beginning of wonderful things to come, many wonderful things to come. Families, friends, and invited guests, please remain seated as we perform the recession of the graduates from the auditorium. Thank you all for coming. Graduate, please rise.